Welcome back to my channel. Hit that like, subscribe button. Let's get into it. Let me tell you about this dude, Tommy Gunz. Now, a lot of people know the name. They've seen him around. They've seen the image he tried to put on, the way he carried himself, the way he talked about being built for that life. But here's what happened. And it's a story worth listening to, especially if you're young, impressionable, and thinking this gangster image is something to chase. Tommy Gunz got caught up, right? Ended up doing a week in county, maybe a little bit more, but seemed like just a week, right? Just 7 days. Not months, not years, just seven. And them 7 days broke him down to the bone. Now, on the streets, he had his reputation loud, aggressive, always quick to talk about riding, quick to flash that tough guy mask, right? But when them doors shut, when the CEO slammed that gate behind him, when the reality hit, all that talk stopped. See, county jail don't care about your Instagram persona. County don't care about how many followers you got, how many likes your last picture hit, how many times you yelled, I'm down. County strips you of all that. You in that county blues like everybody else. You eating that same cold tray like everybody else. And that's when it showed. Tommy Guns wasn't built like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that to clown. I'm saying it to show you how many people out here live a lie. They front on the outside because it's easy. But when it's time to stand on it, they fold. He did his little week, came out hanging up the gloves, walking away from what he once thought was love, left with a bag of canteen and a broken pride. And that's the part that hit me because pride is heavy. Pride will make you crash out. Pride will make you pretend to be something you're not. And Tommy Gunn's pride told him he was a gangster. But that week in county told him otherwise. Reality don't lie. Think about it. He came from a little town, Pixley. Dirt roads, goats, roosters. His only real opposition before the county was a gopher in the field or a raccoon in the trash. But he tried to wear the mask of a gangster. He thought it was cute to play like he was built for war. But the truth, he wasn't raised in that. He wasn't hardened by the fire. He was just pretending. And when the fire came, it burned him quick. And that's what I want people to understand. So many of these so called gangsters out here are Tommy Guns in disguise. They loud, they reckless, they tough on the internet. But when it's time to face the system, when it's time to live that life for real, they ain't ready. And guess what? That's okay. You don't need to be. Ain't nothing wrong with admitting you're not built for it. What's wrong is pretending like you are and then dragging other people into your mess. Because while Tommy Guns was in there crying over cold chow, real dudes been sitting in there for years, decades, living it, surviving it. That ain't no game. County is just the entry level. Prison is the real deal. And you think Tommy Guns could survive that? Nah. So why pretend? The lesson in this, stop chasing an image that ain't yours. Stop putting on a mask that's gonna get ripped off the moment life tests you. If you're not built for it, don't force it because the cost is high, real high. You'll lose your freedom, your family, your time, sometimes even your life. And for what? For a name? For clout? For people who ain't even gonna answer when you call collect? Now let me bring it positive because this ain't about clowning one dude. This is about learning from it. Tommy Gunn showed what happens when you live for the wrong things. But you can flip that. You can say, you know what? I'm not built for county. I'm not built for prison. And I don't want to be. And there's power in that. Real strength is knowing yourself. Real strength is building something solid outside those walls so you don't ever have to test yourself inside them. If Tommy Guns takes that lesson and grows from it, then maybe that week wasn't wasted. Maybe it saved him. Maybe it was a wake up call. And maybe, just maybe, somebody listening to this can learn without having to take that ride themselves. Because let me tell you this, I don't care how hard you talk, how loud you are, how many pictures you take with straps or bottles or whatever. When that cell door closes, all that don't mean nothing. The only thing that matters is who are you really? And if you don't like the answer, then change it now before life forces it on you. So yeah, Tommy Guns did a week. It broke him. He walked out with his head down. But maybe that's the best thing that could have happened to him. Better 1 week wake up than a 20-year sentence. Better embarrassment today than a coffin tomorrow. Learn from it. Don't repeat it. And if you're listening right now, thinking about chasing that path, remember this. You don't want to end up like Tommy Guns. Got his covers pulled quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm out.
I broke some penal codes for Vatos and they ain't even have my bag. Ain't no place like home, dog.
Tommy Guns. Week in the county, huh? Pixley's finest. Farm boy gangster. Let's get it. Tommy Guns did a week, came home with the blues. Hung up the glove, said this life I can't choose. Thought he was a rider, thought he was a thug, but the county turned him out, man, it pulled his plug. Walked out the gate with his pride in the bag. Couple soups, some chips, and a busted up swag. Talking about the struggle, but it's all pretend. He was crying on a tear like when would it end? Pixley boy raised with goats in the yard. Trying to play gangster, but it's looking too hard. Your only ops, homie, was a raccoon pack. Now you talking county jail, boy, you ain't built like that. Tommy Guns. You ain't built for the sale. 1 week in the county and you folded like mail. From the dirt Pixley to the county tier. You was praying for release, crying out sincere. Tommy Guns, hang it up, that life ain't you. Lead a thug into the streets, stick to raising your crew. Farm boy gangster, nah, that's all cap. You better ride with them goats, cause you came with the strap. Yeah, they called him Tommy, but the guns don't bust. More like Tommy Pop Gun, man, your rep is dust. Trying to claim you hard, but the county exposed. Now you back on the block with them busted up clothes. Y'all don't know my pain, that's what Tommy said. But your bunkie said you cried when the lights went dead. Homie, stick to Pixley, riding tractor slow. Ain't no gangster in your blood, that's just country show. Your hood got chickens, goats and sheep, not gangsters. Killers or the block too deep. Your hardest enemy was a gopher attack, so stop yelling out, gang, you ain't built like that. Tommy Guns, you ain't built for the sale. 1 week in the county and you folded like mail. From the dirt and Pixley to the county tier. You was praying for release, crying out sincere. Tommy Guns, hang it up, that life ain't you. Lead a thug into the streets, stick to raising your crew. Farm boy gangster, nah, that's all cap. You better ride with them goats, cause you came with the strap. Hey. Tommy Guns, Pixley's on. Man, you ain't gangster. You 4-H club certified. Keep raising them goats. Keep fighting them raccoons. Lead this mob shit to the ones who really built for it. Yeah.